Hackathon. I would especially like to thank our training and placement officer, Professor Dhaigude, for helping us with the sponsorship and connecting us with the best of industries. This event haven't been successful without your support and guidance, sir. Thank you once again for for always being there with WC ACM. Now, with great pleasure, I would like to welcome our chief guest, Mr. Sundar sir, co-founder and chief development officer at Pavilion Data Systems, and Mr. Sanjeev Jahagidar sir, vice president and managing director of India operations at Pavilion. I request Mr. Sundar sir to address our audience.
Yeah.
Yeah, so we can't.
Yeah, so just I'll give a brief introduction of Sundar before he takes over the mic. I think in yesterday's inauguratory speech, some of the words we heard: passion, innovation, entrepreneurship. Right? You will not find any other better person than Sundar. So Sundar is a co-founder here at Pavilion, but prior to that, he had also he's a serial entrepreneur. So he founded a company called C Micro, which got later acquired by AMD. So he's from NID Trichy, and then went to for further education to US for grad. He passed out from Texas University, and then he has been kind of the entrepreneurship passion is that the zeal that he's carrying is still that's one word I would say, that when it's a passion, right? The commitment is kind of a solo activity, but when a passion in right word is infectious. So he has been chief kind of development officer, but more than that, he's been the architect of entire product and this our solutions. So Sundar, over to you. Sundar, can you? And folks, this is a really great opportunity for you all to ask all your questions related to the entrepreneurship. He can take. He's available here to answer all your questions.
All right, Sanjeev, can you hear me? Okay.
Yes, I can hear you, Sundar.
Perfect. Thanks, Sanjeev, for the kind words. Good morning, everyone. Sorry for the technical difficulties. Sanjeev did give me a heads up on the team meetings and some of the challenges getting into team meeting. I was pretty confident that I can get in, but there were some network issues. First of all, I'm very glad to have this opportunity to talk to you all this morning to participate in the Hackathon's award ceremony. I personally love these competitions, as obviously it brings the best out of the engineers. The creativity, the speed, teamwork. I mean, all these are integral to success of the people in the future. Especially when I looked at the themes presented in this hackathon: healthcare, online learning, fintech, safety, cybersecurity. They're all so relevant to what's happening today in the world, especially in the last 1 year. The relevance could not be better. And some of these projects and ideas will definitely form the basis for startups in the future, right? Whether some of the folks take on the challenge right now or in the future, this is going to be really exciting. New stuff. I've been part of. This is my 5th startup in a row. I'm talking about including the current one, Pavilion. The previous 4 of them have gone through successful IPOs in the US stock market or successful acquisitions. Majority of these companies were funded by tier 0 venture capitalists here in the Silicon Valley, Kleiner Perkins, Sequoia Capital. They have been the main investors behind even companies like Amazon, Yahoo, Google, WhatsApp, Cisco, Sun, you name it. Right? These are the premier VCs in the Silicon Valley. I've been fortunate enough to work with them for the last 20 plus years. And it has been a very interesting experience. Some of the areas that Satish talked about yesterday, obviously these are key to someone's success. That is for sure. What I thought I'll do is take the opportunity to talk about two more areas that are integral to a startup success. Um, First is the risk you need to overcome to have a successful startup. Um, Everybody has ideas, as you guys know. Um, the question is whether you can take that idea all the way to building a company and building a successful venture with it. Um, there are three major risks as an entrepreneur you need to overcome. Um, there are other risks as well, but three major ones in my mind. They are loosely tied to each other. They are tied to different stages of the company. Um, and you can see that so all the successful companies have overcome these risks. First is the product risk. You gotta have the not just idea. Idea is good, but you got to make it as a product. For that, you need to have a team. You need to have money, of course. You need to make sure that you get um, the product built the way to match the idea that you started with. A lot of these things are easier said than done. Right? You think about the product that you want to build. You take an example like Uber or WhatsApp or something like that. You cannot get the first product that can match your entire idea or entire vision. So you have to identify minimum viable product, what needs to be as you get into customers' hands, and you got to start building that, and you have to complete that. And second is the market risk. You need a product market fit. You have a product where the market is, if you are too early to the market or too late to the market, or too small of a market, or too much of a mature market, a lot of that stuff needs to be ironed out. You got to get that timing perfectly right. Uh, Ideally, the market should be growing at the same time you're launching the product into that market. And then third one is the scaling risk. Can you reach the market potential? Okay, you got your first customer, first set of customers. Can you translate that to hundreds or thousands or millions of customers? And the third one is an ongoing risk with any company. It's not just a startup. Every company has to continue to innovate and continue to uh, reinvent itself. There's no magic there. If you, as you overcome these three risks, you can absolutely get to the next stage where you build a successful enterprise, and you can start thinking about the next associated markets, the new products, and all that will come. You got to get that first part of it right. You got to have one product, one vision, one market. You got to be successful there before you think about the second product, third product, etc. The next thing is the money you need. Of course, there are different ways to do a startup. In the tech world, typically you have venture capitalists you go to raise money, and the money becomes the fuel that you need in terms of bringing the talent and building a successful product. Um, you look at the pitch decks out there are so many pitch decks in the internet. A lot of successful ones, of course, but any pitch deck that you're doing, right? You got to be able to communicate what your objective is, what is the problem you're tackling, what is your solution. So, I would like to put it there's no point putting together a very long slide deck, especially when you're pitching it to venture capitalists. They get thousands of ideas, thousands of pitch decks. You got to make a quick impression when you get in there, when you get your opportunity to pitch your idea. I've thought about 10 slides you would need to make a successful presentation. And you can do this probably in 30 minutes or less. What's the objective? The first one is what's the objective? Not in the same sequence. Obviously, you can do your own sequence. But what's the objective of the meeting? What do you want to get out of it? You have to have a clear idea of what you're asking the investor to do. How much money, what stage, or what kind of help. The next is the problem statement. What's the problem you are addressing? This is key. Because as you think about a solution that you are developing to address that problem, those two needs to go hand in hand. So problem statement, solution, and then the team. Who's in your team? Why this team is best suited for solving this problem? What is your background? And what's your vision in terms of solving that problem? Then why now? Every idea, if you think about it, that it needs to have a timing of why now. There has to be a market disruption that is happening, and that will give an opportunity to start building a successful company. And then the market opportunity and the competitive landscape. Who is there right now? It could be a completely new market, and that's fine. And you should be able to present an idea and an opportunity that shows that the investor is there to build a company long term and make money. What's the business model to make money? And then what are the financials? If you already have product in market, how do the financials look like? And a quick summary of problem statement, solution, team, just put together one slide. Just when you're in the presentation, you crystallize your ask and make sure that the investor understands what is that you're asking and what you want to get out of the meeting. I think that these if you do these 9-10 slides, that makes a very successful presentation. And that gives an opportunity for investor to understand your idea in a crisp way. A lot of times, remember, the investors themselves are not from this field. So you should be able to present the idea in a way that non-technical folks or it could be technical folks from a different industry can understand. That's what makes it a successful presentation. You should be able to do this quickly. You should have a 2-line elevator pitch, which communicates what is that you're trying to solve. I think this is just from my experience. This is what makes it a successful pitch, and this becomes obviously a foundation for you to build a company. I know some of you will start your careers in various companies, and you'll come to a point where the ideas that you're thinking about, as it has evolved in your experience, will form the basis for your next startup. And you just have to cultivate the idea, build the story around that idea. And then before you should have all the issues, challenges. You should think about it, figure out a way to in your mind at least, have an ability to solve it. And then you're ready for launching that company. So I think with that, it's a quick view. I just touched on 2 areas. I'll be more than happy to answer questions. As Sanjeev talked about, I have been part of startups for the last 20 years. Startups that have been small meaning a couple of guys in the company, to big ones where few thousand employees, as we have grown from single-digit number of employees to thousands of employees. And Pavilion is following the same track. We have offices in obviously Pune, Silicon Valley here. We have employees in Australia and UK, and we are building it out. It's a committed process. It takes time, but that's what makes it exciting. It's not just the final goal. Of course, the final goal is everybody wants to make money, but the journey that takes you there, and that's the exciting part. With that, I will open it up for questions, and I think someone can do a time check, can stop as needed. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. As a student, we get very few opportunities opportunities to interact with such experts like you. So we thank you, and we are very fortunate to have you today.
Thank you. Glad to be here.
So I guess your words made it very clear what to focus on during this engineering years. So we'll head towards the most awaited moment. Starting with the novice track, I would like to announce that the top three teams from the novice track will get a prize money of rupees 4,000, rupees 2,000, and 1,000 respectively. Along with that, top two teams will get 90% discount coupons from coding blocks that will be applicable to any of their courses. Now, starting with the second runner-up team, I would request our chief guest to do the honors.
I would like to request Sundar, you can announce all those prizes.
Sure. Let me start with, give me 1 second. I would like to announce the novice track first. The masterminds, the third prize goes to masterminds. The team members are Aryan, Sanmay, Vedant, and Gaurav from WCE, of course. They are the second runner-up. Congratulations to them. The first runner-up goes to Avatar Astras, Nikita, Trupti, Kushi, Mrunal, also from WCE. Congratulations. And the first prize goes to Snack, Sahil, Nile, Abhijit, and Chetana. That's also from WCE. Congratulations to all the three winners.
Yeah, sir, I would like to describe the project in a very brief manner. So the second runner-up team, the Masterminds, developed a site to access quality education in every aspect and provide content with the simplest and understandable manner. The second the runner-up, that was Avatar Astras, developed a globally accessible password manager with easy password analyzer and generator. And the winners, Snack, developed a one-stop solution for physical and mental health, tracking the progress and free workout, effective workout and fitness ideas and routines.
Well, congratulations. I think all three of the projects very relevant to the current world. A good timing on that. Hopefully these ideas develop further and becomes the basis for some companies in the future. With that, I will jump to the expert track. I'll start with the second runner-up, going to team Shadow Clones, Prasad and Ria from Vishwakarma Institute of Technology. Congratulations to team Shadow Clones. And the runner-up goes to the team Include Innovation, Ritesh, Vishal, Utsav, and Shushant, also from Vishwakarma Institute of Technology, Pune. The first prize, Gladiators, Vinayak, Anushka, Ashita, and Aditi from Walchand College of Engineering. That's the top prize winner. Congratulations to all three of the teams.
sir. Here, I would like to mention that all the prize money has been given by Pavilion. So we thank our sponsors for supporting us.
Thank you.
Thank you.
You're going to give a couple of lines of or overview about the projects that won the prizes here in the expert track.
Yes, sir. Yeah, sure. So the Shadow Clones, that is the second runner-up, their theme was healthcare solutions, and they developed an application for animal assistance, in which we can report if any stray animal is injured or is needed to be adopted. And they also integrated a location tracker with it. So just being a genuine human, we can use that app to report the injured animals and get the location of the nearest veterinary doctors. And also they had a feature to integrate with NGOs who are willing to help in this cause. The runner-up team was Include Innovations. Uh, had the theme efficient online learning, and they developed a website where the teachers have to can put assignments using the platform, and a very effective way of interacting with the students, like completely depending on one site and not other using other resources. The winner, Gladiators, also had a theme efficient online learning. And the showstopper of their project was that we could upload a code by scanning the image, and it would be converted into text. And there is inbuilt compiler in their website through which we can run the code, and there we can also put different test cases. And along with that, they had future plans of adding quizzes and different courses in their website. So the main motto of this project was that today, in the lockdown, when everybody is studying from home, all the students do not have access to laptop, and when they were in college, they could just go to the computer lab and do their coding. But now, using the mobile keyboard is very difficult. So what they did is we can scan a handwritten code, and we can run it on their website.
Oh, perfect. Yeah,
Amazing.
but I think all of them good projects, also very relevant to what's going on right now. So congratulations to the winners of both expert track as well as the novice track.
Yeah, heartiest congratulations to all participants and winners. Good.
So now I would like to call our vice chairperson of the WCACM student chapter, Ms. Mosami Suryavanshi, to give the vote of thanks.
Thank you, Vaishnavi. I hope I'm audible, Vaishnavi.
Yes, Mosami.
Yeah. So, hello everyone. I hope you all are well, staying safe and healthy. I am Mosmi Suryavanshi, and it's my pleasure to have been asked to propose a vote of thanks for this event today on the behalf of WCACM student chapter. To begin with, I would like to express my deep sense of appreciation for the sponsors of this event, Pavilion, and educational partners Coding Blocks. I also extend a very hearty vote of thanks to our honorable chief guests, Mr. Sundar Kanthadhai sir and Mr. Sanjeev Jahagirdar sir, along with our director, Dr. P.H. Savam sir, who togetherly blessed us with their presence. Those wise words with in-depth knowledge and analysis were surely enlightening. I also express my immense gratitude to our staff advisor, Dr. Medha Shah ma'am, for her seamless support and motivation throughout the hackathon. I would like to thank our TPO team and our TPO, Mr. Sanjay Dhaigude sir, without whom the event would have never been possible. His constant encouragement to never settle for less has helped us achieve grand success in the event today. Your moral support and perfect direction has helped us bring the college and club's reputation to another level, sir. Finally, now is the time to congratulate the winners and all the participants for their active participation in this event. Winning and losing are both very temporary things. Having done one or the other, make sure you move ahead. Having said that, I wish all the winners and the participants all the very best for your future endeavors. Last but not the least, let me take a moment to acknowledge the entire WCACM team who worked endless hours with dedication and made this event a grand success. The club believes in empowering students with innovation and happy learning. So I request all the participants to stay tuned with us for our future events too. Happy learning, stay safe, and have a good day. Thank you.
Thank you,
Thank you.
Sundar sir and Sanjeev sir.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Sanjeev sir and
Yeah.
Sundar sir, thank you. On behalf of Walchand College of Engineering, on behalf of WCACM student chapter and CSE department, really it was really a pleasure moment to have you on this platform as a chief guest, as a supporter, as a sponsor. So we would like to have your collaboration in the same way in the near future for the betterment of our students.
Absolutely, we are committed.
Yes, yes. Thank you, sir. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
With this, we conclude our ceremony here. Thank you, everybody.
Thank you.